One major AI altcoin is starting to wake up. In this video, I'm going to go over why this is happening and why I actually think taking a position here on Bittensor TAO makes a lot of sense. Social sentiments trending up. We're seeing a lot of great developments across the ecosystem. So why should you be buying Bittensor here at these price levels? And why do I think it could rally similarly to what it did earlier this year over the course of the next few months? Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. If you are new to the channel here on In the Money, we have you covered with everything that you need to win across crypto, prediction markets, and more. So like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more every single week here on In the Money. And I do want to give a shout out to our community down below. You can join for 3 days for free. So if you want to check this out, definitely give it a look at inthemoney.live in the description below. Over the course of the weekend, our meme coin trencher hit a 7x. I went 4-0 on 𝗕𝗃. Our sports betting guy has been absolutely crushing it. We're active every single day making money in the community. So if you want to check it out, 3 days, absolutely free. You can hit the link down below in the description. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. And let's just keep it objective. Bittensor TAO's price action ever since the big FUD after 𝗕𝗏𝗄, the biggest subnet, decided to leave the ecosystem, it's been pretty bad. If we click on the reason why the price changed here, Covenant AI, the builder of 𝗕𝗏𝗄, we can actually see they left Bittensor on this date. This was on 4/9. Now, from here, we saw Bittensor rally from February at 145 all the way up as high as $350 over the course of 1 month. And I think it's maybe loading up to do something similar right now, and it's already on the climb. So this yearly chart doesn't look great after this FUD, but if we look at the monthly right now, it looks like this token has bottomed out at about this $186 range. Now, we did make a video last week over AI altcoins where I mentioned that I think Bittensor was feeling a little bit cheap at that point in time. And then over the course of this last week on the charts, we're seeing this thing go from 186 all the way up to so far as high as 209. And if we look at the broader crypto market as of today, we see Bitcoin taking a dip. So of course, Bittensor is following suit currently. But here's exactly why I'm super bullish on Bittensor right now and why I think it can go on a similar run that we saw earlier this year. So like I said, TAO feels like it's picking up momentum towards another rally. Subnets are starting to generate buzz, good ecosystem developments, and I wouldn't be surprised to see TAO rally hard into the fall and winter. Now, it's important to note, of course, that the bottom of the bear market is typically going to, over the 4-year cycle, typically is going to be in about October. So we're looking at a potential really bullish end of the year. And I think that we end up getting that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin rally. We see meme coins alive. We're seeing pump, no pun intended, on the charts. And then also, I wouldn't be surprised if AI coins start moving the way that they were just a couple of months ago. So like I mentioned, subnets are starting to generate buzz. A really good tool to find, undervalued subnets is AlphaGap. So you can see here, Bittensor Subnet Intelligence Analytics. You can find the AlphaGap before anyone else. The AI scans tons of data points, and you can actually find, different developments. It's really fun to dig into these subnets and actually see what's going on. This is where I find a lot of the bullish trends actually for what I am looking at in the Bittensor ecosystem. So you can see that AlphaGap tracks all these different things, emission shifts, miner activity, social velocity, which right now we're going to run through it. The social velocity on Bittensor is absolutely crazy right now. So AlphaGap is extremely useful for these types of trends. You can see what all 128 teams are building on the Bittensor network. And of course, I just think it's a really good tool to be able to use. You can actually check this out for free as well. I will leave this link down below in the description. But just looking at some of the stuff that's going on across the ecosystem and some of the logic as to why this thing probably has a really good close to the year. We see Michael White here saying, I expect TAO to have a violent move higher, similar to Zcash's price action in the fall of 2025. If you remember last year, Zcash finished the year so strong at the end of the year last year, and he assumed similar demand for TAO as Zcash as saw in late 2025, but adjust for the TAO's smaller market cap. How high could it go? And how long would it take? TAO was nearly $700 in 2024. If we look at this all chart, of course, I think the value screams at you. You know, in 2024, we saw 715 and then 708. Of course, supply has changed, the dilution of the token, etc. Regardless, I at least wouldn't be surprised to see us surpass that $500 mark again over the course of course, the long term, the full blown bull market, but maybe even by the end of the year. And if we look here at actually, this tweet here, we can see that TAO is looking interesting on the weekly candle, and he believes, right here, the 𝗕𝗂𝗏𝗵, he believes that this token has the look of a chart that could rally nearly 100% or more. That would already put this thing around $400. And of course, we have a lot of these subnets generating business, real revenue, and all of the SOTA models and some of these subnets have constructed over the last couple of months. The future of TAO will be nothing but exciting. We can see here stuff 𝗕𝗶𝘁𝗵𝗵, subnet number 80. This one looks really promising. And a lot of new subnets have come into the ecosystem as well, which is super bullish to see. There's a lot of new products. It's kind of hard to onboard onto Bittensor. It's kind of hard to understand the subnets. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 makes it super easy. It's like PancakeSwap for TAO. You can jump from any given subnet to the other. You don't have to sell the subnet, go back into TAO, buy more of a different subnet, like the unstaking and staking process, essentially. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is kind of like this native version on TAO where you can hop subnet to subnet. This is a brand new product as well. So it's really cool seeing new products come into the ecosystem every single week. And then, of course, we see here the chart. And if we look at this, I'm not a technical analysis person or whatever the case is, but it does feel destined to hit this 250 mark again. That's where this trend line marks here. I wouldn't be surprised to see 250 in the short term. That would be a nice 25% gain on the Bittensor price action over the next couple of months. I think that's easy. I think we can maybe push towards 300, and especially considering what's happening in the world right now with AI and the way that the AI rotation played out last time. Let me just show you this. Of course, over the year, we see this rally from February all the way until basically the end of March. Now, let's go look at a couple other tokens here. Let's go look at Venice. Now, Venice is a little bit of an outlier because it was pumping like crazy even before this. But during this time period, same thing. It went from $1.70 over the same time period. This thing went to $6.50. So this ran 400%. And then we can go look at the third AI altcoin in the bunch, which is 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏. This one actually rallied after. So we can see here a little after, about the beginning of May, this thing went from 127 all the way up to 280. So if AI catches momentum, you could probably see these trends happen all over again in the same way. Like the cycles don't always repeat themselves, but they usually rhyme. And I wouldn't be surprised that if altcoins continue to trend up, if Bitcoin gives us a solid end of the year, that you're going to see AI altcoins perform in this market. And we don't have gaming tokens in the market anymore, really at a high level. A lot of these narratives have kind of folded over the course of time. And I think that people's eyes are really going to be in segmented places. They're going to be in meme coins. They're going to be in privacy. They're going to be in perp DEXes like Lighter and Hyperliquid. And of course, they're going to be in the biggest industry in the world right now that is formulating and producing, moving forward every single day. That is AI. And if you want a piece of AI, you want to come in and buy Bittensor around these levels to give yourself exposure to what I call the Y Combinator of the AI crypto space, guys. So that's what I'm looking at. And really, social sentiment has picked up so much on Bittensor. Like if you just search TAO, like I'll click into TAO, you can start to see here just the amount of people starting to get bullish again on this, posting the charts. TAO will be shining again soon. Bittensor, the confidence in the ecosystem is returning. I completely agree. I think as long as Bitcoin doesn't give us a red week here, I believe we probably see higher on Bittensor just over the course of the week. And then, of course, over the course of the remainder of the year, I really do believe that this token could hit $300, $400 pretty easily as a recovery to the dip that it has taken over the last few months. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the content today, like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more. Let me know your thoughts on Bittensor TAO as well. And I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. As always, trade responsibly, my friends. And of course, stay bullish, my friends.